Hey, bookworms and scribes. Today's just going to be a vlog. I just want to make a recording of how my project's going. My goal is 50,000 words. I am over 8,000 into it. I feel good about the project. I would just like to have more, or what do you call that? B story, like in a movie you'd have B-roll. I would like to have that rolled into it. I'm not seeming to find that right now. My story seems to be very character driven, more on how they progress through their changes and their relationship. Even though might be a love story, but it's definitely not going to be a romance. There's no happy ever after. There's an acceptance for now, which is not necessarily happy for both parties, but an acceptance. I watched a video the other day. It was an interview that Mark Dawson did with Amanda M. Lee. Amanda M. Lee, she writes cozy mysteries, witchy cozy mysteries. And she writes 2 to 3 books a month. Maybe not the same story, the same series. But her process was very interesting, and I was thinking, wow, maybe I can adapt that. And I'm thinking, no way. I don't find I can sit still long enough to do it her way. So I'm okay with that. She writes 3 chapters a day. Each chapter has about 1,000 words in it. Although I have almost caught up with her on that aspect, but I don't think that I could do it 24/7, 365. And I look at her reviews and they're amazing. And I also downloaded her first in the series. It's the witchy one with Bay Winchester. And it just draws you in and then pulls you right along. And it's a murder mystery. I like that. But the fact that she seemed, she plays Pokemon and she goes swimming. She has an indoor pool at her house, evidently. And she only writes 5 days a week. I find that with my, what I call a non-social life here on the farm, I write 7 days a week, but I don't put the hours in. I don't have the amount of time that I don't put in the amount of time that she does. But that's okay. I'm me. I'm happy with it. So like I said, this is just a vlog, me making a recording of my progress. And this is July Camp Nano 2020 and July 5th. And I've already got over 8,000 words. Not quite 8,500, but almost in that category. I'm doing okay. I hope you are too. I hope you are accomplishing your goals, whether it's writing 500 words a day, or whether, you're one of those that writes 10,000 words a day and then goes back and edits those 10,000 words. I think that's amazing. I can't write that many words a day. Probably if I, sat down. No, I can't. You see how I am? I go, squirrel. That's the way I am. So So I joined, joined Ohio Fiction Writers. Made that announcement in Rochelle Bradley's video. Rochelle Bradley is an area author, and we met for coffee and had an impromptu interview. I liked that. That was last month. I also met Daniel Coldspring. He's a sci-fi writer that was in the same cafe that we were. Met him. And let's see, what else? I'm just looking forward to start networking with the different writers in the area. And while, COVID's still around and we don't get out and socialize within 6 feet of each other, I still haven't even started doing that. I don't think of myself as really an introvert, but evidently I really am, because I don't go out. I stick to myself. I do have a couple of book signings coming up in September and October. They hear birds outside. Okay, so the little kitty is very little. Well, I'd say maybe 8 weeks old. So I'm thinking either he was dropped off or she has wandered away from whose ever barn she belongs in. We have water and food out there for her. I hope the raccoons don't get it. But, right, I went and I don't know if I know that I told you that I used the printable planners, and, we have all this, but I now have character sheets. They will go into my notebook too. My notebook. Ta-da! Now, I usually have a smaller notebook than this, but look at this. And it goes flat, and I can work on just one side of it. I'm thrilled. So I don't have it set up. I do have it started. I've got my cover page in there. And I have my expense records, and character sheets, my monthly and my daily calendars. So I'm going to be good. I'll get it all together, but I haven't been using character sheets. I started using Scrivener, and I used a character sheet through Scrivener, and then I also slid in a photo that I was using as inspiration for that particular character. I really like that. This also gives me, if I'm not at Scrivener and I'm only working on, like if I go to a cafe or something, I don't take my laptop, I take my little tablet. That gives me all the information I need. So I can take this in my notebook, and I'm good to go. I hate that word, but it's like, I can say, fill in the silence. Make sure you stay hydrated. Keep walking or bicycling, and I'll see you in the next one.